Hello everyone, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire, the Thief Path. I am, as we left off last time, in the Fountain of the Plaza, and we are currently trying to find our way to the money changer so we can get some money to start buying things. Now, I didn't ask for directions, but I do know the way to the money changer, having replayed this game many, many times. And we're currently on Fountain Avenue. It's a sublime sign, finely designed with care and time. And yes, despite there being a sign here, there is no shop. And that would be Street of the Guard. But the street we're looking for is Dinar Tarik. That's Dinar Street, or Money Street. Because, appropriately enough, the money changer is located at the end of Dinar Street. And there is Battle Avenue, which I think eventually leads to the Street of Fighters, but we want to keep going this way. Riveting, isn't it? And now we have Sintheim Street, which leads away from this, oddly enough. And I do like the eerie-ish Arabian variant of the hero's theme that we get as we walk through the streets. And yeah, even though I will be grinding my skills up to max, I'm not going to make you watch me do that much, because it does get a bit tedious to play through, and I imagine it's even more tedious to watch. But you'll note that we currently have gotten ourselves up to 105 intelligence, 104 agility, 102 vitality, 103 stealth, 104 pick locks, just sneaking along doing what we're doing. The experience doesn't matter too much. But we've also exhausted ourselves and have eaten into our health, which you'd think it would note. But thankfully we can rest to feel better. Because, yeah, something it won't notice, or won't note too much, is that you can exhaust yourself doing basic training in this, and while it will stop you from exhausting yourself to death if you're fighting in the Adventurers Guild, it is possible to pass out and die of exhaustion and literally work yourself to death. But thankfully, with us being at 100, it won't take long to max out all the important fief stats. So, we have a stranger to our fair land. Welcome, traveler from afar. Come closer that you might find all you seek here. I am Dinarzad, changer of money for Shapir. Would you like to exchange something with me? Oh, to be given a straight line like that more often. And we can go ahead and greet. Hello, handsome. I love a man who knows how to properly address a woman. Yeah, I can't do the seductive voice very well, so pretend, if you can, as you're reading this dialogue, that is being read by Marlena Dietrich or Madeline Kahn. Marlena Dietrich's probably more thematically appropriate, but Madeline Kahn also fitting, as we'll see in a moment. Anyway, we can't attempt to kiss her. She coyly evades your kiss, and that is the last time you'll be given a chance to do that. So let's ask about Dinarzad. My name is Dinarzad, which means child of gold coins. Money changer. I'm always pleased to exchange money for strangers. Money. I deal in money. I'll be only too happy to exchange your old, worn-out foreign money for money which is a bit more practical around here. Exchange. I will gladly trade your foreign money for our dinars and centimes. I always enjoy helping others, and I give the best rate around. Well, she gives the only rate around, but that's besides the point. Anyway, dinars. Dinars are the gold coins of Shapir. Centimes are the brass coins that are used everywhere around here. Ask her about daily news. Ask of me whatever you want, and I will answer what I can. Rumor. There is a rumor to the effect that I am very fond of strangers. Caravan. There is a caravan traveling to Razir nearly every month, I believe. Ask about Razir. Razir was once a place where anyone with some brains and skills could make some quick cash. Now that things have changed under the new Emir, only those who told you to the authorities can get ahead. Ferrari is an excellent example of that type of person, only too willing to kiss and tell. I'm going to ask about Ferrari. Do not trust him in Razir even if you are a thief. Even then, watch your backside. Emir. The old Emir of Razir was a fool, and fools are easy to deal with. But from all I hear, whoever controls Razir now is far from a fool. Shapir. Shapir is a very safe and orderly place under the watch of our Sultan. It can be very dangerous for those who break the law and get caught. With the fountain. The fountain is in the east of here. Follow the street eastward whenever you can. And we can follow, ask about the inn. The inn is to the southeast of here, but you'll have to take the roundabout route to get there. Okay, and if this isn't enough of a hint, we can, in fact, make the thief sign to her. So, you are a jackal among the goats, then. I am very fond of those of the profession. This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. Come back tomorrow evening or so if you're interested in doing for me a little favor. It could be to our mutual benefit. And do come fully equipped. No one of your profession should travel without the proper tool and a little oil to make the insertion easier. Hamina, 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 hamina. And now we can ask her about the Thieves' Guild. There is no Thieves' Guild around here. Certainly I can satisfy your needs better than any mere guild. Only in Razir do you need such union scum. Okay, well. Frank the guard marks you with his glare. You suspect he would give no quarter in a fight. He would most likely pound you into ruble. In any case, he has no dime to speak to you, to coin a phrase. To fight him would make no sense. Better leave him alone for a change. The puns. Dear Lord, the puns. Okay, well, let's do what we came here for. We're going to go ahead and exchange our coins, but we're not going to exchange them all at once because we get a much better rate for doing so 9 coins at a time, oddly enough. Here you are, I just love intimate exchanges like this. And that should give us more than enough to get through the first part of what we need to do here. Ah, men, always coming and going, always going and coming, and always too soon. Anyway, that I will come back and exchange all the rest of my coins off camera, so you don't have to watch me do the tedious changing thing over and over. And speaking of which, what time is it? Mid-morning, still. Okay, and with that, Intelligence 107, Agility 107, Vitality 104. Stealth and Picklocks at 106. I think that's a good cue to try and rest another hour. And we'll go ahead and keep sneaking the rest of the way back to the main plaza. And you'll note there is some graffiti on the wall here, which we can read, which says, "Those who dare to walk the fiery road will not return unscathed." This is part of one of the additions to the VGA game, which I will deal with and explain later, but suffice it to say the graffiti triggers a random encounter. Depending upon which bit of graffiti you've read, it sets the encounter up for certain locations. But we don't want to make that encounter just yet because we want to be in a little bit better fighting shape before we try it. And you'll note that even sneaking is a bit more exhausting than regular walking, but we are, rest assured, slowly building up our stealth skills. And there's Battle Avenue again. And here we are, back to Fountain Avenue. Now let's see, how tiring is the sneaking? Stamina's down to 56. But believe me, we're going to want it high. And that's Water Street leading away from Fountain Avenue. And bingo. Now we could start talking to some of the merchants at this point, but I think I'm going to save that until I've got the map so we can start exploring the whole of the city. But the Fountain Plaza is the spiritual center of the city and also has two of the more important shops, the Magic Shop and the Apothecary. Let's see. You have no idea who that guy is, but he certainly looks out of place in a town in the middle of a desert. Well, perhaps not that out of place. And yes, this is one of the many Easter eggs that will come up. Most of them seem to come up when you approach this particular crossroads, the main four-way crossroads in the south part of the city. And most of them seem to be references to other games made by ADG, I'm told. I don't get all the references myself, but and just to double check, I do in fact have Silly Clowns on. And only guards in Kata that time. And yep, bingo, our stealth is now at 108, and our agility is at 108. So we can probably go ahead and walk from here. This you gotta see! The ashtray of Shapir, made from imported coconut shell, hand-carved by Kata natives into the face of the Sultan. You're not to find this anywhere else. Alright, we'll go ahead and greet Ali Chica. Hey, boss, you come here to the right place. My name, she is Ali Chica, and you find yourself in the finest souvenir stand in all of Shapir. Okay, well now we have the option of making a purchase. And we can in fact buy the map, a compass, and the sand dome for 10 dinars. But we can try and bargain our way down. Ali Chica fakes a heart attack. You gotta be joking. At that price, how you ask? I make a less money. How about the 9 dinars then? How about 7? What do you think? This is some kind of charity? You give me 8 dinars or we got no deal. Let me see if I got one. There you go, boss. You no gonna regret this, boss. Guarantee the best in town or you no get your money back. So we now have... It's the city of Shapir inside a glass dome. When the dome is shaken, a sandstorm envelopes the city. Now, you don't need to buy this, but it is part of one of the nicer additions to the game. So let's go ahead and get the stuff we do want. Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I give you this, and now you give me 98 centimes. Let me see if I got one. There you go, boss. You're no gonna regret this, boss. Guarantee the best in town, you no get your money back. So we now have the magic map, and we can also get a compass. $98 centimes. Let's say 85 centimes. There you go, boss. And just like that, 24 points. Now, the map actually is a magical map. We can click on it and we can go to any place in the city we've already visited, with the exception of the various plazas, which we can go to automatically. But we'll go ahead and stay here for the moment, because there is one other thing we can get from Ali Chica. And I want to try and get it now, because we won't get the opportunity in a few days. Guide to sightseeing in beautiful Rosier. Only cost you 1 dinar since it only got 1 page. He'll have a new souvenir every time you come back, but there is one more souvenir which you can actually buy. And this is the other one I want to get. Since you must my customer, I make you a deal, I sell you a duck. Now you can only ask him about the duck in the regular mode, or the text mode, or the combo mode. But let's ask him about duck. Why a duck? I tell you why a duck. Say you on top of a mountain. You on top of the mountain, you want to get down. Well, you don't get down off a mountain, you get down off a duck. There you have it. And this is a very special duck. It will save your life. Say you get lost in the desert. You get lost and you can no find your way. You hungry and thirsty, you don't know what to do. Then you take out your duck and it will save you. You make a duck a soup. But yeah, nice little bit of comedy there for the Marx Brothers fans. But what we want to do is keep going back until he offers to sell us a... I have here what you need because you're so smart. Bookends. You got a donkey head on one side and an ass on the other. Makes a great gift. Is that eventually he will offer to sell us a Saurus Foot trash can. Hey, there we... Speaking of which, genuine Saurus Foot trash can for Mother's Day. Show your mother what you think of her. You gotta be joking. That's not the price I ask. Make a less money. How about the $90 then, boss? There you go, boss. The trash can's aroma suits its appearance very well. Now, I know you're wondering, why on earth are we buying this? Apart from the fact it gives us an opportunity to practice our communication skill and improve our bargaining powers and increase our intelligence, oddly enough. Well, another little thing that the game has added in since the VGA adaptation is that we now have a room. Other Quest for Glory games, at least the third, fourth, and fifth one, gave you an in-room where you could deposit certain things. Anyway, a closet built into the wall allows its occupant of the room to store additional clothes. It is currently empty. It is a storage facility with a near unlimited holding capacity, cleverly disguised as ordinary wooden chest. This handy piece of furniture will allow you to store all those items that might come in handy later. But we can also decorate the room with various items we can get from the merchants. You place a trash can some distance away from your bed so that you can toss pebbles into it in the event of boredom. And we can also decorate the room with our new snow globe, or sand globe. You put the sand dome on top of the closet so you can look at it while lying on your bed. The perfect place to take a nap after a hard day of adventuring. And now we have everything that we need to get from Ali Chica, so we can start exploring a little bit. But since we do not have much in the way of time, and I want to devote a whole day to going through the various merchants, and yeah, we can go ahead and start talking to people in this plaza, at least get that over with. The musician nods and smiles while he plays. And interestingly enough, you can keep giving money to the musician, and it will boost your honor. You can also do the same with the beggar when he shows up. Flowers of beauty, flowers of fragrances most wonderful, flowers bring cheer to your day. Go ahead and greet. Ask name. My name is Lisha, which means quiet one in the language of the Kata. Ask wares. I'd be honored to sell you some flowers of the north, or hero of the north. They are a mere 10 centimes. Price, flowers 10 centimes. Ali Chica, a strange sort of person even for a human. About the musician. His name is Sitar. He is shy but a very good musician. He performs in the inn sometimes in the evening. He makes his living by performing in the bazaar. And ask about the snake. The name of his snake is Hissa. He is Sitar's companion and music critic. And we will go ahead and buy quite a few flowers from her. You're most skilled at bargaining. They shall be but 9 centimes. Can we say 7? I hope you'll find 8 centimes acceptable. I regret to say I can ask no less. More than fair. So now we have a whole bunch of flower bouquets. And what are we going to do with those, you ask? Well, they are wonderful gifts for those from whom we wish to boost our honor. Not that we worry too much about that, but still nice to have the gift. Anyway, so you are the stranger the merchants are talking about. The gate to Shapir is always open, but never have I seen an entrance to a city like yours. To fly in on a carpet, it must be grand. And go ahead and talk to the guard. Good day, Effendi. And yeah, making the thief sign, not a good idea. Ask his name. My name is Unis al-Wajud, which means delight in existing things. Ask about the daily news. I hear much talk from around the city in my duty as a guard. What can I help you with? Rumors. It is said that in Razir it is death to break even the smallest of laws. Shapir. The duty of the guard in Shapir is to make certain all people are safe from violence or ill-doing. Ask about the inn. The Kata's Tail Inn is in the Gate Plaza. Fountain. The fountain is in the heart of the city. Dinarzad. Her shop is at the end of the south end of Denatark. And Thieves Guild. It is foolish to ask that of me. Razir. It is said that the duty of the guards of Razir is to make certain people obey the many laws. Desert. The desert is a very dangerous place for any man. In the middle of the day, the sun will burn one. At night, many foul monsters prowl in search of easy prey. The dunes are all alike and it's easy to lose one's way. Only if one is properly prepared can one endure, or one travels in a caravan. Now we ask about caravan. A caravan is many travelers journeying together. It's much less dangerous that way. There will be a caravan to Razir in 16 days. Preparation. One must never travel in the desert without a source of water. You'll need to buy a water skin from one of the merchants. A compass is useful to keep from getting lost. Food supplies or to keep away hunger are a good idea. The one thing that will aid you most to stay alive in the desert is a good riding saurus. And saurus? You can see the riding sauruses in the stable over there. They are intelligent and brave creatures, willing to obey the slightest command from their master. They will take you wherever you wish and come to your aid against monsters. Best of all, they can always find their way back to where they are stabled, so you never need to get lost. The seller of sauruses will be here tomorrow. Perhaps you can purchase one then. It costs but 50 centimes to stable a saurus there. It will be watered and fed regularly. It is against our laws to bring a saurus into the city, since it can be fierce in defense of its owner. And the saurus seller. The seller of sauruses is a strange man. I have not heard one who can talk faster while trying to sell a saurus. And those of you who may have guessed some things by the presence of Ali Chica may have some idea who the seller of sauruses is. But we will get to that in a future chapter. Anyway, monsters. It is my duty to protect the city from the monsters that approach it. The brigands of the desert make the swift pterosaurus make travel by day in the desert even more dangerous. The brigands will happily kill you for whatever you carry. The pterosaurus will hunt you for your flesh. Only the brave and foolish travel the desert alone in the daytime. That's about brigand. The brigands will happily kill you for whatever you carry. Pterosaurus will hunt you for your flesh. Yes, we got that. Dunes are the wave of the desert. And Shapir, we got that already. Oh, what the heck. This person isn't interested in the item you offer. And you'll note, we look at the map now. Yeah, it only works in the streets of Shapir. But now we have the Saurus lot as a location, along with the Money Changer. Happy to see me, or is that just money in your pocket? can in fact give Dinarzard. Flowers are sweet, but I prefer diamonds to daisies any day. But still, giving her 5 flowers has boosted our honor by 1. Not bad, eh? Well, it's still midday on day 1, so I think we're going to go ahead and stop here. I will finish changing my money, and next time, we will start exploring the city and talking to some of the merchants. See you then.